Hey y'all, this is China L. Colston, also known as Chinese actress and indie filmmaker. What we know today is the Oscars, the Academy Awards, and I'm really happy that my journey has taken me to a place where I am now a practicing independent narrative filmmaker. And I have to shout out my first creative team, especially Sheldon McCullough. Sheldon McCullough is the owner of the S&M group, which specializes in still photography, lighting direction for on-camera projects. He's also a managed artist. Sheldon McCullough from Michigan. I met him in Chicago, and I modeled for his portfolio, and then he and I collaborated years later when I did my first independent film titled Journey of the Heart. But Sheldon McCullough is the person who provided the lighting, the beautiful lighting for Journey of the Heart. He allowed me to utilize his home, his studio home, for Journey of the Heart, and he also drew and persuaded 3 of the creative crew to partake in making Journey of the Heart, to go from script to film, which was he persuaded Paul Smith, who was the DP for Journey of the Heart, Ashanti Greer, who provided the boom mic for boom mic services for Journey of the Heart, and the boom mic was provided by Scotty, Sheldon McCullough's friend. So I have to attribute most of the success, the creative behind the scenes success, to Sheldon McCullough, because it was because of his specialty in lighting, his lovely decorated home, and his acquaintances who were adept in filmmaking. And MJ Allen also was one of the few people, I think, along with Ashanti Greer and Sheldon, I believe, who had undergrad and had her undergrad in filmmaking, and she also went on to get her master's in filmmaking from Columbia College Chicago, which is where I attended, specializing in television production. So I'm really grateful to be in a position to be an independent filmmaker, and I've been doing this since 2004. I had my first official screening in 2005 in Chicago, and I've been fortunate to have produced and written 4 films: Journey of the Heart, Discontinued, Dark Seed, and Same O Same O. And none of this could have been possible without the collaboration of other African American artists, with the exception of the lighting director for Discontinued in Chicago. A Caucasian gentleman provided the lighting for Discontinued. But it brings me such joy to be able to tell the African American experience, one of many African American experiences involving the love between a man and a woman, a black man and a black woman. I also want to tell stories in the future with the love between a black father and his black daughter, the mother and the daughter. It is my goal it is my artistic priority to showcase the black romantic love between a man and a woman, and between a daughter and a father, and in my films. That is why I do it, because as a child, as a teenager, and as a young adult, as a person, as someone who appreciates movies, love stories, black love stories are what really moved me in my soul, and many others too. Many other stories of the black experience. But yeah, I am a hopeless romantic, and so I want to tell stories that showcase love between sexy men and sexy women. Yeah, so I know people have been talking about the Oscars and how some people said it's not as diverse, but you know what? I understand that concern, I do, but I feel like there's the world stage is big enough for us to, as African American and African artists, filmmakers, to showcase our narratives, to tell our stories the way we want to tell them. And I think the optimal way of telling an African American or an African narrative is by an African American or African person. And I'm just delighted that I'm in that position, and I've had so many people help me realize my script into a movie. And it's just it's a new dream come true, because I actually as a child I always wanted to be a professional modern and jazz dancer. That is, something I always had, just I could do naturally, and I would catch on. But it has evolved into acting and independent filmmaking. So, for any of you out there who are interested in telling the narrative of the African American experience, then do it. Get together with some other creative people who are in line with of a particular vision, and who have the enthusiasm and the stamina to make sure that it's realized at its optimal performance. Then you should do it. Don't wait for someone else. You have the means to do it. You just have to get with a group of people who are really interested in telling the story optimally. As I have been fortunate enough to have those type of people surrounding me and realizing my film. So I say happy Oscar Micheaux Day. He was one of the first African American narrative feature filmmakers from Illinois, and he traveled all over the country to showcase his films. And I've done a video on him too. But he is one of many African American film pioneers who said, you know what, I have a number of stories that I want to share, showcasing the African American experience, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to get a collective of people to help me realize that. And Oscar Micheaux was successful in doing that on many occasions. And so shout out to him, and shout out to many other filmmakers after him who have been an inspiration, who have moved me in my soul through their artistry, and who continue to do so. Those who are prominent, those who are underground, those who are in the middle ground, whatever. So continue to tell our stories as African Americans. Don't shy away from it. Just celebrate it, and let it take flight. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. Chinese.